Who is Davianne Tucker? It's kind of a deep question. Davianne is still being defined. Davianne's a lot of things. She is innovative, extremely creative, that kind of spirit that will always seek to accommodate other people, sometimes at her own expense, which she's kind of working on. She's grown into self-awareness because for a very long time she did not know who she was or couldn't define who she was, and so looked to a lot of other people for that. But now she's quite self-aware, quite the believer in not just herself, but the ability of humanity to be understanding of not just her, but of each other. She's very in tune with people and believes that she's built to inspire, and that means that she's been designed in such a way that she can go through certain things, endure certain things, and still come out believing in the greater good of herself, of other people, and believes most importantly that there is, as cliche as it is, a reason for everything. And this project, coming from all of that, means a hell of a lot to her. For her, it means triumph and it means resilience. I've been through some interesting stuff, like abuse, and I guess we'll talk about that later. Like losing a period where I lost my voice, and that was the period in which, you know, I just thought I wasn't good enough, and I was suffering with confidence issues and just taking everything from what everybody else said and just kind of bunched that up into a lot of crap. And so being able to step out of my shell, being able to strip down literally, for somebody who didn't even own a swimsuit up until that point, that was a big deal. Body issues were a thing for me, and I used to eat a lot. I developed ulcers at a point, and in part that was because I didn't really want to eat much because I thought I was just not okay looking. You know, I was not accepting of what I was given, whether it was my hair or my weight or whatever. And so for me to be able to literally strip down and take myself to a place where I was communicating my feelings of insignificance to people was a big deal. But most importantly, the fact that I was able to do that and then translate that into something beautiful, something that then embodied the essence of a lot of what women go through, whether it's issues with reproduction, issues with your body as you go through puberty, as you become, you know, understanding of yourself and your body, and show women that, hey, yeah, you can go through the crap and you can go through the SHIT, I don't know if I can say, and then create this really beautiful life for yourself. And beauty doesn't really mean, oh, you're successful with a lot of money, and it just means being happy and being able to stop and look at yourself and realize, oh yeah, that's not so good, I don't really like that, but I can change it. I don't have to feel like crap about it, but I can change it. So for me to be able to take myself from literally communicate when I was not okay to when I started feeling okay and what that looked like, hopefully to inspire somebody else, is a pretty big deal. Why did it take this long? I don't think I can put a timeline on it to say if it took long or not. What I would say is that everybody has their own journey, and everybody, given how what their designed purpose is, they have to go through certain things, and so I had to go through what I had to, endure the experiences that I had to endure, in order to get to a place of understanding where I could also help other people. So I wouldn't say it took me long. I think it took me the right amount of time, actually, because what is long? It's quite relative. So I would say I just had to go through the different things and endure some stuff, you know, but to each his own. Your journey is your journey, and nobody can put a tag on that. You just kind of have to do your thing, and work at your pace to get to where you want to be. How did I got to this point? Just first of all with time. I think time is such a beautiful thing. It's not, you can't understand it. You just kind of have to trust it. But in the overall theme of time that I value, I had really, really good people around me. Like I had people who were just, or who've been and still are, extremely supportive. Like when I don't believe in anything that I do, you have people that say, yeah man, you can do it, like you're good man, you're not seeing it, but I'm seeing it. And I'm like, how are you seeing it? What do you mean? What are you seeing? I'm not seeing anything. And they're just like constant encouragement from friends, especially some really good ones. I mean, I went through something the other day that was intense. And hopefully one day I'll tell that story. But I had just people there, like Jick, like my best friend, like Jamila Pinto. I don't want to start calling names so people feel left out. But Kelly Shane, my parents as well, my mom. I mean, I didn't grow up with my mom. My mom was somebody I actually disliked at a point in my life. And I grew open to the fact that, well, you know, maybe the fact that things happen for a reason. I know my mom is my best friend. So it's just a lot of support from really genuine people. I mean, I've gotten fight from a lot of others, but the generosity and the genuineness of my supporters helped me to kind of look beyond all the negative. Similarly, I've seen other people go through things. Like I've seen people, I've listened to stories, listened to motivational videos, known people who've gone through a hell of a lot, gone through extensive things, and I've seen them like rise up out of it. And for me, that would have been, those were my examples. Like if they did it, then why the hell not? Why can't I do it? There's this thing that spoke to me from Maya Angelou, and she said, she learned it from someone. It says, I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. And what she challenged us to do with that is, if you can understand and fathom the fact that what makes up a Martin Luther King biologically, what makes up Mahatma Gandhi, what makes up a Nicole McLaren Campbell, are the same essential things that make up me, because we're both humans. What that says to me is, if Mahatma Gandhi dared to sacrifice his life, sacrifice himself, this self, for other people, if Martin Luther King dared to dream, and if Nicole McLaren Campbell dared to start a business, then why can't I do that? If I can think that seeing that other human beings are capable of doing different things, then I should dare to do it as well. And so I took a lot of motivation from people, examples that I really value, because I am human and they're also human. And if they did it, then I can do it. It might take some time. Everybody have their own journey, like I said, but just pulling on support and energy from people that really care about me and have proven themselves in that way, and from examples of people time and time again. Yeah, I'd say that's a thing. And I'm also intrinsically motivated. I think I've always been a gunner. Like if I want something, I'll go get it. I procrastinate sometimes, so I will admit that, but I go for what I want. And so even when I feel like crap, and even when I'm not okay, there's always something within myself, first of all, that draws me back to a place of, okay, well, it was bad, but it can get better. Because I really believe that everybody's made for more. So the color choices for the project, like starting with the pink, the red, and a little black, that was chosen because red represents a lot of different things, and black too, the negative things. So a kind of anger that frustrated me for a very long time. You can see it in my face, like I was a very angry person for a while. The red also signified pain, the pain, and if we can get as literal as feelings that women go through during their period, or when they get pregnant, or just that signification of, is that a word? Of puberty, and all the things that begin to unfold for a woman when she begins to see the period, the puberty, the different things. So anger and pain especially characterized the feelings that I had for a very long time, characterized how I wanted to portray those feelings. Endometriosis, if I can just touch on that really quickly, is something that a lot of women suffer with, or even if it's not endometriosis, there's dysmenorrhea, there are a lot of reproductive issues, women who can't have children and that sort of a thing. Things that we are characterized by as women. If you can't do it, it's a problem. So going back to endo, it's a horribly painful freaking disease that not much research is provided on, and it's really unfortunate. The doctors can't answer many questions that women have. There's still some things that I don't even know, and I suffer with it. And so to be able to highlight, listen, first of all, before I see my period, it's beer pain, horrible pain. During my period, it's terrible. After my period, it's also terrible. So it's like, when do you get a break, really? Yeah. And I wanted to embody that. Funny enough, if I can share in the video, it's kind of weird, but I was actually on my period when we did the shoot. Of course, we handled it how we did, but it's also a symbolic thing because I was in a little pain while it was happening, but we channeled the energy in the right way. So the reds and the black and the pink really just signified the anger and the frustration and the pain that a lot of women feel when they start to come into themselves, not just on a physical level, but especially on a mental level. The kind of damage that we do to ourselves sometimes, that we do to each other. It's quite sad, but that's what that summarized. And then the blue, oh God, the sexy blue, the royal blue, that was awesome. That now signified just the royalty and the beauty that comes with the female body and the female mind and female energy. For me, I really love blue. Blue is actually my favorite color. And so blue represented, again, triumph and resilience. Just moving from this dark, eerie red to this bright, royal, beautiful blue. Just for me and to you, what I would want that to communicate is just give it time. There is so much that can blossom out of you, from you, however you put it, but blossom, that's the fact. And even if it looks not so attractive at first and it looks painful and the tears and the everything and it's crappy, there is a beautiful story and just an amazing story that can come from you if you decide to give yourself a chance and give yourself the time to grow. Like, just be patient and gentle with yourself. So the blue was really that. The blue was supposed to be hot and kind of and just royal in just the woman. Yeah. So, made for more. Thank you to everybody who's actually using that. It makes me really happy and warm on the inside. Really fuzzy. Made for More came about because Kadia Burrell, one of my favorite people, she told me one day, I was going through something and she's like, don't worry about it. Baby, you're made for more. I was like, what? And I went home and I hashtagged it. And when I hashtagged it, I realized like the meaning in that phrase, just saying, I am designed and purposed for more than whatever it is that I'm going through or whatever the space is that I'm in. So she told me that and I ran with it. Made for More, I wanted to evolve into something just great for meaning for people. You know, I'd want to see it on a shirt one day. You know, I'd want to see it somewhere one day. But for me, just knowing that people can stop and regardless of what it is, because I mean, every day is a struggle, brother. Every day is a struggle. And if somebody just sees that and can think, well, God, if she's thinking that she's made for more and she went through some stuff, then maybe I can do it. And then I believe I'm made for more. I believe that I'm designed for more than the job or for more than whatever people are telling me that I should be. Perhaps you studied something and that's not what you're doing at all. Like two guys right here with me right now, they did not study any of this that's being done and they're doing it. So for me, it's just amazing that I could say something in a hashtag and people could use that and believe in themselves. I think that's the base of it. But I want it, a vision for Made for More is just getting people all across Jamaica, all across the world. I swear to God, I want to tell people this all over the world, that they are designed for more than what is handed to them. You know, just do it, just put in the work on yourself, love yourself, because you are made for more. You're designed for more. And the other thing I'd mentioned, I'm human. I'm a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. I've had to go through a lot of forgiveness in my life. I've had to forgive a lot of people for doing a lot of things to me. I've been forgiven by a lot of people for a lot of things. And for me, that concept, understanding that even if it's a negative thing that the person does, if it's a criminal act, I am one in the same as the other person. It just depends on how I want to use my energy. And so if I can use my energy wisely, if I can use my energy productively to impact somebody else, then why not? I'm a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. To any woman out there that suffers with self-hate, with lack of confidence, with believing that whatever people tell you or whatever society dictates for you is what must be done, is what you must stick to, is your box. To any woman who cannot have a child, to any woman who has given up a child, to any woman who is suffering, I'm sorry. And I really, 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 really want you to understand that it's not the end. There's tomorrow, and there might be the day after. And you don't know how long you have left. So you have to use your time really wisely. And it makes no sense, and there's no use in destroying yourself because you don't think you're enough. Might as well just give it a chance. Literally, it's not easy. I know that. Like, trust me, I know. If you've ever been abused, I know what it feels like, and I know how horrible it is when you're like, why me, and why the victim me must forgive somebody else. But you don't forgive people for them, you forgive people for yourself. And so you don't walk around with that baggage, and you can grow and you can become whatever you want to be. Let nobody limit you. Don't let hate limit you. Don't let anything limit you, literally. Like, you are designed to do much more than whatever the circumstances are now, especially the negative ones. It's just resilience. It's not luck, it's time and resilience. So I wish you all the best, and I hope this project really, really impacts you. I mean, I didn't think of how detailed or extensive it would be. I just knew I wanted to help somebody through pictures, and I hope I help you. But just believe in yourself. Just give it time. Get support. I'm here on Instagram if you ever need me. But you're made for more. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But first of all, you need to believe that. Don't wait for anybody to tell you anything. Believe that you're made for more. Believe that you're designed for more. And just know that you're gonna be fine. I promise you. So this is the heart that goes out to all the people that took the time to collaborate with me on this effort. You mean so, so, so much. You're all my good friends, and I know this project is a thing now. Wow, yeah. So Jick Ruben, please follow him on Instagram, guys. He has really amazing work. Your talent is beyond my understanding. You're just the professionalism and the artistry that you put into what you do is very inspiring. I tell you all the time, and I'll say it on camera, you are absolutely inspiring. Thank you very much. Kid Basil, who is just a beautiful soul. He's so giving of his time. He's so kind, and he's so focused on the things that he has to do. He's very focused. I love that about you. Thank you for spending the time with me to do this, to bring this idea to life. Follow him, guys, Kid Basil. And Kelly Shane, who took a brush and painted a makeup brush, painted my entire body with glitter, spent hours with me, and then actually helped me to wash it off. Thank you very much. I love you so much, Kelly. You are just unlike any human being I really know. You're so accepting and accommodating, and I want to be friends with you forever. And thank you very much for bringing this idea to life. I know that we're going to impact lots of people. Thank you.